2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Olden. The Milwaukee Bucks coming to this one following a loss to the Charlotte Hornets.
You've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there. And I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. We've got Jalen Brunson. Smith is out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Valanciunas in its center. Barnes with it. And with an update from the sideline. Let's check in with David Olden.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. We talked about facing a point guard like Jalen Brunson. He told me Jalen's got a great sense for angles and knows how to attack if anyone's out of position. You have to stay disciplined on defense. Of course, Brunson will be the focus of their attention tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, David. As you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Well, here we are, Greg, at the very start of the season, and many teams are still figuring things out.
And, Kevin, you can't take any of these lineups as final just yet. Coaches might keep trying some new things, tinkering a little bit, and leave. These teams are very much works in progress.
And he makes the first.
That's all you. In one area where Brunson's improved. Is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
And both free throws good for Brunson. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
He's hit again. From Valanciunas.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start here. They're 0 for 4 to begin the game.
Near the three-point line is Edwards. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Edwards got his second basket.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Valanciunas finds Brunson. Yep, that one goes.
Timeout.
First make in 5 attempts. Maybe that bucket can ignite their offense.
Stan, in a league of stretch bigs, Jonas Valanciunas is a true center.
He is, Kevin, and look, he'll occasionally take a three, but Jonas lives in the paint. He throws around that 265-pound frame. It's hard to defend him because we just don't see a lot of post players anymore. Well, look, this is how you want to start every game. 5 for 5. Come on.
And the basket by Edwards. Edwards got his third basket of the night right there.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Not a fast start for the Bucks. 8-point game. From deep, Brunson. And Sarr pulls it down. Brunson's gone 1 of 3 on the night. On the pass to Highland. Over in the corner, Edwards. Drops in the layup for 2. Edwards got 8.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
And that one's good. Brunson's got his second bucket of the night.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Edwards lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Brunson, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. He's got 8.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Here's Highland. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Brunson, and that one drops.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Barnes passes to Bay. Back to Barnes. Count that one.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Brunson. 10 points for him.
And you know, they don't want to give the ball handlers any room.
And the foul called on Alex Sarr. That's his first foul. So Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for the Bucks. And here's Collins from outside. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Poked away. And the basket by Edwards. Edwards got 12 points in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Brunson kicks to Holmes. On the wing, Murray. 58 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Now here's Edwards. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. Here's Banton. Hasn't made one yet. Bangs home the trifecta.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel. That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Here's Aldama. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Leading by 17. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Santi Aldama is out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Bones Highland. And it's Czar in at the 5. And for the Bucks, they've got P.J. Washington. Trace Jackson Davis out there with Jabari Smith. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Brunson in at point guard. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Now, Highland. After Jalen Brunson missing on that last three-pointer. 6 to shoot. Czar gets the bucket.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Bucks trail by 21. Now here's Brunson. And he lays it straight in. Brunson's got 12.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
Here's Czar. Jackson Davis defending.
Timeout, timeout.
Czar gets the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Joe Good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Over to the wing. Highland against Brunson. Highland's shot is good. He's got 7.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Brunson, no good.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Kennard on the wing. Pass to Song. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Here's Barnes. That's it, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Pass to Kennard. That one goes. Count it. Kennard's got his first bucket in this one.
At this kind of range, it might almost be too easy for Kennard.
Here's Brunson. Hey, that one is his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him. It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically... a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Smith. Keegan Murray's checked in for P.J. Washington. And Trey Murphy's subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And there's the foul. It's on Keegan Murray. That's his first foul. Here's Kennard. Pass to Highland. Kennard, the bounce pass. Here's Edwards. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Knocked loose. Stolen by Highland. It's good. Highland's got 7 points for the quarter.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Joe Good.
Oh, great pass from Murray. I like whenever he looks to get his guys involved.
Here's Edwards. Got it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Here's Joe. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Edwards passes to Kennard. Banked in off the glass. Kennard's got 6.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Stolen by Highland. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, powering that one down. Murray saw a chance to go for it and took it.
Edwards against Murray. Collins trying to break free. Edwards, good. 18 points for him.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Thunderous stuff there for Murray, showing how explosive he can be.
Murray's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Outside Collins. Basket good.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Picked away. 1 second left. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And through 1 half, it hasn't even been close. Delivering the blowout.
Thanks, guys. Joined by Doc.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our half. There was no stopping Anthony Edwards in the first half. He had 18 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
They went something.
And that'll...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Edwards is out there with Bones Highland. Then it's Barnes. Then it's Sadiq Bey. And it's Sarr in at the 5 down low.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw good, Sarr. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
On the court for the Bucks, they've got Smith. Isaiah Joe is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
Brunson, that's a 2-pointer. Barnes grabs the miss.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Sarr, the pass to Bey. Edwards with it. Let's go. He squares up and sinks it. And that's now 20 points for Anthony Edwards.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Brunson with a clean look. The 3-pointer no good.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Edwards kicks to Bey. From the arc. Good on the 3-point shot. Bey's got 9.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them. Continuing to build out this lead.
Brunson, good.
And I like seeing Brunson drive inside. Good at just keeping the pressure on the defense.
Edwards, the bounce pass. It's Edwards on the wing. Over Joe. And there's Edwards on the assist by Bey. Bey's got 6 assists in the game. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And a guy whose stand brings a lot of energy to the floor, Sadiq Bey.
Yeah, Kevin, you really like all the intangibles with him. Hard-working guy, confident, tough, great guy to have in your organization and in your rotation.
The pass to Bey. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And what a fantastic start here to the second half. They have yet to miss.
And Brunson gets it to go. Brunson's got 21.
Making the defense look hopeless. Brunson so clever with his ball handling.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. Now, they've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did precede the league's not-so-subtle move to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. D.A., thank you. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Murray comes in for Smith. And Washington subbed in for Isaiah Joe.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Outside Edwards. And the shot goes in. Edwards got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Zach Collins checked in for Saar. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Right side, Edwards.
Well, it's so difficult to outsmart Edwards as a defender. He'll just come right into you.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. The first one falls, and the Bucks making a change here. Holmes checked in. And Edwards drops them both. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu, who was a big part of what we did in Orlando.
Yes.
Was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
Pass to Bufkin. Now Aldama. Over Murray. Aldama gets the bucket.
Sweet touch from the mid-range. Every year, Aldama seems to gain more and more confidence shooting the ball.
Milwaukee with the ball. To the paint. Here's Jackson-Davis. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. On Wednesday and then on Saturday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Boston Celtics.
And for their matchup with Cleveland, that one will mark game number 6 for them in the NBA season. We'll see if there are any adjustments between now and then to the rotation.
And here's Milton. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass to Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
55 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now Washington. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Passes it to Collins. Shoots over Holmes. That's good from Collins on the assist from Edwards.
Great feed. Edwards has such a complete game. He's much more than just a scorer. I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Rafters, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Washington against Edwards. The 11-footer, it's deflected. Aldama with the ball. Gets it off. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Delivering the blowout. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
Mistakes, the only reason they got this lead, you knew they were going to come out hard, all right? Even with that, it's more our mistakes that are getting them this lead, all right? We want to attack.
And it makes a lot of sense. You want to attack every possession you get, and Doc Rivers certainly doesn't want turnovers to derail those efforts.
And, guys, it's a fine line between playing aggressive and playing out of control. That's the trap that a coach wants to keep his team from falling into.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Kennard. Miller is out there with Collins. And it's Sissoko in at the small forward position. Shots good by Miller. Miller's got his first 2 points of the night.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Kennard, and it's in off the backboard.
Yeah, that can be a tough range for some, but not for Kennard.
Here's Milwaukee now, stolen by Collins. Sissoko, bucket is good.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Here's Kennard, the 15-footer, good.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Stolen away.
Well, you talk about Luke Kennard. He shot 49% for a season from beyond the arc. Led the league in three-point percentage back-to-back years. Kennard is so valuable.
And he knocks down the first one. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And there's the pass to Sissoko. And Miller throws it down hard.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Now, here's Milton. He's guarded closely. And here's Kennard. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Here's Lofton. Jackson Davis defending. Kennard against Milton. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Shot's good.
They just won't miss.
Shooting one.
This is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Trey Murphy's checked in for the Bucks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Shake Milton.
Shooting one.
The free throw off from Kennard.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line in the second half. And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now beasting.
Barnes bounce pass. Shot's good by Kennard. Kennard's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Brunson the pass to Springer. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 5 assists in the game. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Here's Bay. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
From deep, Brunson. The shot misses. Pass to Lofton. Barnes down low. Jackson Davis defending. And that one's good, Barnes.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that.
Springer the pass to Smith. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, Stan, the NBA awards impact so much on these players and what they think they can acquire and achieve. How do you feel about the structure
Take a break.
of award
Take a break.
voting?
Well,
Two
right
shots.
now, Kevin, there's about 100 panelists that each get a vote, and that seems like as good approach as any. Certainly, I need to be on that panel, and, you know, I mean, I think we'd probably get more worthy award winners if they would just let me pick them myself.
But, you know, they make your picks public, and a lot of times voters are uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, that doesn't really bother me. I'm used to people disagreeing with me anyway. I have a family, Kevin.
Got a piece of it. To the left wing. Here's Brunson. The teardrop falls in. Brunson's got 23 points.
Amazing floater from Brunson. He continues to show how dangerous he can be.
Pass to Bay. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bay's got 9 points here in the second half.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
And, man, can Brunson get going in a hurry? He's got his fingerprints all over this one.
Bay finds Collins. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
And Murphy has become a more well-rounded offensive player, and that includes his ability to draw fouls.
And the first one counts. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Smith. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:04 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Buffkin. Passes it to Bay. Takes a three. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's blocked, and he stays with it. Goes back up. And here's Barnes for three. It's good from long range.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Now here's Brunson. He's covered closely. Now here's Washington. And so the home crowd treated to a win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Zach. Great game for you tonight. When you get out there, what are you looking to do to influence the game?
You just got to be aggressive. Coach is giving me an opportunity to come in and play a decent amount of minutes, so I just try to make an impact in any way I can and keep giving him a reason to put me on the floor and help the team win.
Well, you were a big part of it tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David.